member fan. Call on PDH Contracting. They've been keeping our roofs on since 2004. BC West Booster Club would like to thank Walbert Excavating and Grading for being a Super Falcon business sponsor. Walbert Excavating and Grading, where they make dirt look good. BC West Booster Club would like to thank Fremont Roofing Company for being a Super Falcon business member. Fremont Roofing, serving our Falcon friends and neighbors since 2012. Be sure to check out
And with that, we welcome you inside Valley's Falcon Stadium in Valley, Nebraska for Week 2 of Nebraska School Activities Association High School Football. Tonight, it's a matchup between the DC West Falcons and the Nebraska City Pioneers. With that, we welcome you in. He's Matt Richmond. I'm Mike Klein. And we thank you so much for joining us here on Saunders County Online this Friday night. And as we said, Week 2 underway. The Pioneers of Nebraska City coming up north to play the DC West Falcons. Matt Richmond, what a game for the Falcons last week. A tough contest against the Ashland Greenwood Blue Jays. The Falcons playing them really well, but that Blue Jay defense just proving dominant throughout and ultimately prevailing down the stretch.
Yeah, that front line of theirs defensively basically dominated that game. Kept the Falcons at like 107 rushing total yards. Was a pest to Kellen Bolin all game long. They forced a couple of turnovers, had a couple of interceptions. But the Falcons fought really hard. They played, their defense was just as good, except for just a couple missed plays that cost them that game in the final seconds of the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good game. 7-3 was the final score in that contest last week. Ashland prevailing and going to 1-0, and kind of a key matchup here as the Blue Jays scheduled quite a few ones early. On the other end of the coin here tonight, the Nebraska City Pioneers, they also come in 0-1, a shutout at Wahoo last week, 62-0, the final score here. And again, Matt, that Wahoo offense doing what it does best there.
Yeah, and there's a reason why they're ranked number 1 in the state.
Absolutely.
In Class C1. They are going to be a tough team to match up against. Their offense is, as they showed last week, one of the best, as well as their defense as they pitched a shutout.
Indeed. Beautiful night for football here in week number 2. 73 degrees. Wind is blowing out of the northeast at 13 miles an hour. Couple clouds around 7,000 feet, and just a overall beautiful September evening for high school football. This is the weather that people dream of. As final preparations are underway here, Douglas County West will kick off tonight. They will be moving from right to left on the dial. That's west to east here in Valley.
Yeah, you got Colton Wilmot doing
Colton Wilmot
doing the kickoff. Colton Wilmot is probably one of the top kickers in the class. He's heavily recruited with a lot of NAIA schools and D2 schools to go on to play college as a kicker.
Looks like Kyrie Livingston Haynes back for the Pioneers here, standing about his 5. Wilmot's boot is a good one. It's fielded at the 5, and that's Harker that fields it, and he is brought down immediately. A great job by the DC West special teams. The Pioneers pinned back around the 15.
Yeah, that was a great tackle by number 80, Cade Thiessen. Cade's a hard-hitting senior for this Falcons team.
So we'll see where they do officially mark them at here. It looks like they've got it at the 10, yeah. That's a quick stop, and the Pioneers pin deep as they'll start. And they are going to move it up to 15. That's what I had thought here. So it'll be a single back look here, back to the near side. Here's the snap back, and it was a direct snap, and it's going nowhere. That was Earl on the carry.
Yeah, that was number 11, Earl on the carry. That was a great takedown by number 19, outside linebacker Nolan Asher, Jr.
Keep an eye on him. Nolan Asher moving right in on him, and that is one of those combinations of Thiessen and Asher that can kind of drive the Pioneers crazy here tonight.
Yes.
We'll see if they can recover here. Here's the snap from about the 8, and the carry didn't even go anywhere, and it's 3rd down and 12 now.
Yeah, it looks like we had number 57 for the Falcons, Jackson Danker, and number 40 middle linebacker Ian Gleason on that stop.
Well, the Falcons teaming up. It's now 3rd and 15 after another yard or 2 lost there. They're pinned back around the 10-yard line here.
It looks like it's at the 7.
Okay. Here's a single back look again. Snap. quarterback keeper. Now he throws it. He's got a man,
Oh.
and Harker, I should say, was unable to haul it in, and Pioneers will go 3 and out.
Yeah, Ferguson had a nice pass right there. That should have been – unfortunately, that was just out of the reach, right off his fingertips. And he got behind the secondary on that one. Somebody blew their coverage, and they're talking about it right now.
Yep. That was a nice hand-to-hand pass, and Harker just couldn't quite keep it on. And now the issue here is looks like they've got – maybe that's Grayson Fleisch back there to punt, and he is pinned nearly to the back of his end zone.
Number 9, Landon Ferguson's going to be the punter, it looks like.
Ferguson.
And the receiving's going to be number 7, Will Bergstrom.
Okay. And Nebraska City wants to talk about this here, being pinned so far back. You worry perhaps about a block going the wrong way here, Matt, if you're Nebraska City, and now you're wondering what your option is here. And I think the big thing if you're Nebraska City is you just kind of want to get this ball out of the DC West red zone here, realizing that with this cross breeze out of the north, kind of push the ball around here, and midfield's probably about your best target.
Yeah, absolutely. And what also they're looking at, too, here is, unfortunately for Nebraska City, is that they've got to shorten the distance from the snapper to the punter because they are, in the end zone here. So they're going to want to get rid of the ball quick, get the quick snap and kick it real quick. You can't have your typical 1-2-3 step kick.
That's
it's probably
right.
going to be a 1-2 step and get rid of it.
Yep. All right. Ferguson back again, and it looks like Bergston was back for Douglas County West around his 35-yard line. Here's the boot. It's a low-lying kick. Takes a Pioneer bounce to the 45, fielded up the field to the 40-yard line. That was Bergston with the return, and good starting field positioning here for the Falcons.
Yep, that was probably. I think they went to about the 47, 48, and so looks like he got it back to the 40.
Yep,
right on the 40. So about a 7-8 yard return. So it wasn't too bad. That ball did kind of skip once it hit the ground on him.
Indeed, it did. Falcons offense comes on the field, and Bergston will be out there in the back formation to the actually dead behind here, so it'll be an eye look.
Yep. So the starting quarterback, Kellen Bolin, running is Brett Hendricks, and he just now got the ball from Bolin.
Moving ahead was Hendricks, and maybe a pickup of 3 there. Brings up 2nd down and 7.
Yep. Bolin's the second-year starter. Started last year for the state tournament team, state playoff team that they had last year. Very good, accurate passer. Has got a good arm. Very smart quarterback. He's the key to the offense.
Good to note here. So, another I-4 actually. Got a couple backs back there. Under center. Look, here's the snap. Pitch, there's a fumble. Heinrichs couldn't. He's able to get it back, though. But you can't advance the fumble forward, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 7. Good stop by Aldana to try and get on top of that there after Nebraska City going nowhere on offense.
Yeah, that's a good hustle right there.
So, tough spot now. 3rd down and 7. You're not quite within the range of the field goal here, so see what DCUS decides to do if they try to take a shot downfield or not.
Right here is usually a good time. You watch for number 19, Nolan Asher.
All right.
They like to do a slant here, so watch him.
Got a receiver in motion. That was Hillier.
Run. Oh, nice run.
And there's a nice run by Heinrichs, and he is in the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons.
That was great blocking by the front 5. They had a trap block coming across, sealed off the middle linebacker. That was great blocking, and that would open up that hole, and boom, Heinrichs was gone.
Well, the play goes for 38 yards to the house, and the Falcons on the board. It's now 6-0. And we have Colton Wilmot on to attempt the PAT.
Colton Wilmot back for the point after.
Snap is down. Hold is good, and the kick
No
missed
good.
wide.
Pushed it to the right.
So, with 8:43 left in the first quarter, Douglas County West on top of Nebraska City, 6-0. And Matt Richmond, the key there was the negative gain for Nebraska City on that first offensive drive, giving the Falcons very good field positioning, and then they turned to the man who could do it the best, 38 yards to the house for Heinrichs there.
Absolutely, yeah, and that was the key. The special teams was the key in that drive because they got down there, made that tackle on the 15, and then the very first defensive play, they dropped him for about a 8-yard loss.
Yep.
And that just put him in a hole right there. And that's what you want to do. I mean, when you want to dominate a team, you want to get in their head right away, just like that, and go in there and show your dominance. And that's what they did. So that's what you have to keep up the rest of the game if you want to come out with a victory.
Well, optimistic start here, and Wilmot will be back to kick it off again. And again, back is Boston Harker. This time he'll position himself at about the 12-yard line. We'll see what happens here. We see the cross breeze did play a factor on that PAT, Matt.
Yeah, and here's another thing. Starting off this with the way that this field's set up, when you're on this far left side that you're looking at right now, you got the sun at 7 o'clock in September in your eyes.
That's right. Harker gets it at the 15, moves up the field 20, and he's up to the 24-yard line, and pretty good starting field positioning here for the Pioneers, right where you want to be. And their offensive unit comes on for their second trip after going 3 and out.
Yeah, that's a lot better field. That's something you can work with there.
Yes.
And again, on special teams, Kate Thiessen there make that tackle.
Well, we'll see here. Couple backs behind
I formation.
in the I formation here. Here's the snap. Ooh, had the hard count on, and they weren't able to fool them, and this play did not go anywhere. And a nice stop by the DC West Falcons. And with that, the Pioneers will send on some substitutes here. Check again for the Pioneers' first time tonight is Jesus Martinez, and of course Landon Ferguson back there in the single back look. Here's the snap. Throw. That is caught by Braden Earl, and he is up to the 32-yard line. And that brings up third down and about 3. Yeah, so I got it, but it's like really far behind, and I can't figure out why. Oh, well, Kelly set this up on Saunders County tonight on our sister station. I don't know why he did that either. Saunders County Online, still on YouTube. All right, here's the third down and 2. Again, it was a single back look. Throw. Oh, deflected away. He was looking for Colton Cook. Nolan Asher with a tremendous stop. And it's 4th and 2.
Looks like they're going to bring on their punt team again.
Yeah. That was a big deflection made by Asher there, Matt, and he's played a huge factor here early.
Yeah, he's one of those. He's gotten a lot of looks at by D1 schools. Him and Caden Hoops, both of them, both juniors. They're a couple of special guys.
All right, Will Bergston back at the Falcon 35 to receive this punt. And again, the key here, as Matt said, you're also looking into the sun. Here's the boot.
Oh.
Pretty good kick. And it's fielded at the 34. Bergston slips at the 35. Ball is out. The Pioneers. I'm waiting for a signal here.
Well, we've got, I think Bergston was down there, and we got a flag down by the kicker. We're going to get roughing the kicker.
Okay, so roughing the kicker, and that is an automatic first down for the Pioneers here, so hold everything.
Oh, wait, no, they seen.
Yep,
Personal foul,
roughing the kicker, and that keeps the drive going.
So that's going to bring it back, though. It's not going to be.
Yeah,
Wait, hold on a second.
yeah, wait a minute here. I mean, it's a 15-yard penalty, yeah, but I thought that was from the spot of the foul. That's interesting because they've
So they're saying, okay, so they're saying Bergson did fumble the ball.
yes, okay.
So, see, I thought he caught it, and he looked like he took a knee right away.
Yeah, well, he slipped.
Yeah.
And that was the big question mark there. Okay.
Okay, so now we're back on track. So we're right at the 20-yard line
Yep.
of the Falcons.
You know, Pioneers in the red zone for the first time tonight here, driving in towards the Shadows. Inside of 7 minutes to go, Falcons on top 6-0. And we've got a flag here back at the line of scrimmage from the far side.
What do we got calling here?
And we have a
Delay of game?
I think it was an ineligible substitution, I think, maybe. So that'll back the Pioneers up 5.
on the Pioneers.
Okay, so now we've got first and 15
That's right.
from the 25. All right.
Now, just like that, they're backwards again. Here's the snap. Handoff.
Just a swarm of Falcons
Yeah.
for a 1-yard gain.
Wow. Yeah, Earl has been running all over trying to find an answer for the Falcon defense, and they have teamed up on him beautifully. So now 2nd down and 14 from the 24-yard line.
24-yard line. Pretty Walsh in there helping with that tackle.
As day continues to turn in tonight, now the Shadows starting to fill in a little bit here. Snap is back in the eye.
Fake.
Option play here. Ferguson's got time, throws far corner of the end zone, and he had a man down there, but it's incomplete.
Yep. He had to get rid of that ball quick. Asher was on him.
Asher putting some pressure on Ferguson that time, and he had a man downfield, but it was well out of the reach. And here we go once more, 3rd down and long again.
Yeah, I think that was Jaden Adams back down there in the corner that he was trying to shoot at.
Third down and 14. It's a single back look. They're going to put a player in motion to the far side of the field. Here's the snap. And they go that way, and it's incomplete, intended for Colton Cook. And it's 4th down once more. Now the Pioneers with the decision to make here at the 24. It would be roughly a 39-yard attempt from here.
That's the 24-yard line of the Falcons. 4th down and 14.
But I haven't seen a ton of substitutions yet.
Nope, looks like they're going to go for it. They
I
just came
think
in
so
with a play.
too.
Looks like Colton Cook came in with a play.
Yep, they're lining up in the single back. 4th down and 14 at the Falcon 24.
Cook in
Need to get to
motion.
the 10 for a first down. Here's the snap. Throws.
Going deep.
Far side of the end zone. Intercepted. Will Bergstein. And the Falcons will have it at their own 20.
Yeah, that was, I don't know if Ferguson thought somebody was going to be back that deep because he kind of just threw it up, but Bergson read it from his safety position like he's supposed to, and now, and he is smart enough to take a knee and bring that ball back out to the 20. I mean, it is a win. I mean, it's not a do-or-die thing for Nebraska City right there just because they actually gain yards. I mean, Falcons usually lose yards.
Yep.
So, I mean, it's almost as good as a punt.
That's right. Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
it's only about 8 yards, but I mean, 8 yards is 8 yards.
8 yards, yeah. Matt makes a valid point. 1st and 10 from the 20. Here's the carry once more by Heinrichs, and he's up to the 30. And you're going to mark up about half a yard short there.
Yeah, it looks like it's 29.5-yard line right there.
For about 9 yards on that carry, going to bring up second down and 1.
Well, Heinrichs has chugged right through this Nebraska City front line tonight, and it's showing already with the Falcons 6-0 lead, and they're not wasting any time here.
Yeah,
moving right down the field again.
Yeah, absolutely. And that front five for the Falcons, they're totally dominating that front four because Nebraska City's running a 4-3 defense here.
Here's the snap back. There's time down the middle of the field, and that is caught.
By Nolan Asher,
Nolan
number 19.
Asher,
Oh, he's gone.
and
He could be
is
gone.
a
He could be
house
gone. He could be gone.
There he goes.
And he
Goodbye. Nolan
Wow.
Asher, he just went 81 yards to the house.
That was a great run. Great run. Peeling off about 3 tacklers and just taking it to the house.
Well, that is a huge reception, and it puts the Falcons up by 12. And now Wilmot for the all-important PAT.
Snap and the kick. That's a lot
There
better
you
kick.
go.
Yep.
Right down the middle that time. Breeze not a factor. And with 4:35 left the first quarter, Falcons now up by a score of 13-0. And there's one key to that last play there, Matt, and that is that the decision-making was not rushed. We saw that front five for DC West was doing a great job of throwing the blocks they needed to. It gave enough time to find a wide-open Nolan Asher, and he did the rest to the house.
Yeah, they only brought 4. They didn't blitz anybody. The front five for the Falcons did a great job protecting Bolin from not getting touched. But they looked like they were playing the zone, and Asher just found an opening in that zone. And then Bolin just found Asher wide open, hit him on that cross pattern, and he did the rest from there. He took care of business.
Well, the combination of Heinrichs and Asher at the tight end position and Heinrichs in the back, has just proven to be so far undefeatable as far as from the standpoint of that Nebraska City defense.
Yes, they've definitely given Nebraska City defense their pains in their rear ends right now. That's
Indeed.
for sure.
Indeed.
Yes, they are playing well, and they're both juniors, by the way.
Yes, worth noting, they do have one more year here after this. All right, so Wilmot will kick it off
To Harker.
to Harker again. Yep.
Well, see, now that sun's down, it's not as bad, so it should be easier for Harker to see.
Yep. He got it to the 24 last time from the 15. He picked up 9. He's positioned himself a little further back.
Yeah, he's on the 5 right now.
Yeah. We'll see Wilmot's decision, and it's a good kick. Really good kick going right back to him. There's a catch, the 5, up the field 10, 15,
and there it is again.
And
that
nice.
number 80.
Wow, what a game defensively for Cade Thiessen. That is his 3rd stop inside the 20-yard line.
Yep. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's he's been shooting down that on those kickoffs, man. He's been shooting and just finding the holes and making those plays.
Harker was able to extend the ball out and got it to the 22, but in any case, a great job to prevent any further yardage. And once again, room to work with for the Pioneers, but great shape defensively. They've got a ways to go here. And it'll be another single back look this time for Ferguson. Player again in motion, and somebody jumped early, and that's going to back the Pioneers up 5.
Yeah, they had a Braden Earl was actually back there, and then they had Ferguson, was wide out. So they were running the Wildcat at this point.
Yep.
Is what they were running here. So I'm pretty sure they're probably going to change this up now.
Oh, yeah. Wildcat is
Nope, they're not.
Yeah, and that's interesting. Wildcat is a high-risk, potential high-reward scenario, and you don't see a lot of teams these days run too many plays out of the Wildcats, and this is a trick play as it went to Earl, and just as Matt mentioned there, the direct snap to him.
Yep.
And that proved maybe a little costly there. They didn't pick anything up.
I think they got 5 yards on the play.
Yeah, that's right. The penalty will make it 5.
Yep. So they're basically right back at the line
Yep.
of scrimmage. So it's 2nd and 10.
Yep.
The tackle was made by the inside linebacker, Rowan Murdoch. So for the Falcon fans out there, the Falcons run a 3-4 defense. So they have three defensive linemen with 4 linebackers.
That's worth noting there. 2nd and 10 from the 20. Following the 5-yard gain on the 5-yard penalty. And, pitch to
Earl. Nice
Earl
catch.
again. Yeah, nice catch. It looked like that ball was on the ground there for a minute. He was able to pick it up at the last second. And he does pick up about
4?
3 or 4. Yep, they're going to give him 4. And it's 3rd down and 6.
I'll tell you what, that was, 1, a good hands play by Earl, and then 2, a heck of a run, because losing your momentum when you're trying to pick up that ball and still being able to get 4 yards out of that was a good run where he did not stop his legs from moving.
Certainly. So 3rd down and 6 from the 25.
Earl's in motion.
Here we go. It is
Quick toss.
to Earl again. He's to the near side to the 30, and he's out of bounds there.
He may have gotten the first.
He is close. Gained a couple of yards late, and they are going to give it to him.
Yep. So there was Brody Hillier and Ian Gleason, number 10 and number 40 on those tackles, on that tackle.
Well, again, a good job of getting on top of him, but again, the key here is that they are stretching out late to pick up every yard, and they picked up just what they needed as they have 1st and 10 at their own 33. And now we see a more traditional look here from Nebraska City.
Single back.
Here's the snap. Throw to the far side, incomplete. They were looking for a real quick pitch to Jesus Martinez, and it's 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, it looks like it was the ball was a little high for I think they call him JJ Martinez. But, yeah, it looks like the ball was just a little high out of his reach. They would have had some yards, though. They looked like they had wide open where they could have at least got 5 out of that.
Yep.
And that's big. I mean, if you could get anywhere between 4 to 5 on 1st down, that makes your 2nd and 3rd down choices a lot easier to call.
Clock is stopped, by the way, with 2:12 left here in the 1st quarter. And if you're just joining us, the Falcons on top 13-0. And before the play, that is Jagger Dinker moving early.
Nope.
Oh, no, he was drawn off. Oh, lucky break there, and the Pioneers are back up 5 again.
So the scenario was him and I think 45, who is Karsten Alexander. They both jumped, but they got back before the ball was snapped.
I see.
And then that's when the offensive line jumped, so that's what got him.
Okay. Here's the snap.
Option.
Pitched.
Oh, nice
Is
play.
That was indeed Braden Earl again on the quarterback option. He does pick up a couple and gives Nebraska City some yards to work with. Looks like about 3rd down and maybe 8 coming up here.
Yep, that was a good play by number 9, Trey Olson, on keeping him in on the inner half and taking him out.
Indeed, it will be 3rd down and 8. Clock rolling. Approximately 90 seconds left in the 1st quarter. Substitutions aplenty as the play comes in from the sidelines. Falcons will continue their 3-4 look as Matt brought it up here a few plays ago. And again, looks like a single back look here. Player in motion. Here's the snap. They give it once more to Earl. He's to
nice
the
tackle.
40 and brought down again by several members. On top of that pile was Dinker, and it's 4th down.
Yeah, the lead hit on that was number 9, Trey Olson, the left cornerback. He did a good job and actually lifted him. And Earl's not a small guy.
Yep.
So Trey doing a good job getting him low and lifting him and taking him down, with getting the help from some of the other Falcons to get in there.
So, clock rolling, 30 seconds left. The Pioneers do have to get this punt off as the play was recorded before 40 seconds. So, Will Bergston back at his 30, and the Falcons might have one more shot. We'll see. Here's the boot. They definitely will. It goes right to him at the 26, up to the 30, far side, 35. The ball is out, and he's able to get back on top of it at the 30, and that's where the Falcons get it. Clock stops with 13 seconds left.
And again, that guy, number 11, Earl, made that hit. He's just all over the place for the Pioneers.
He certainly is, and on both offensive and defensive ends, definitely is keeping the Pioneers in this game. As the Falcon offense comes back out, they've been successful with a couple of key runs, one from 38, and then the big 81-yard reception, or the 71-yard reception, I should say. Kind of the two big plays that are the difference in this game. So here's a single back look. Snap is back, handoff to Heinrichs. He comes to the near side, loses yardage, and that will take us, it was Thiessen actually, and that will take us to the end of the first quarter. The Falcons leading it 13-0. We'll be back with the second quarter following this timeout here on SaundersCountyOnline.com. You're watching Falcon football. And we welcome you back to Falcon Stadium in Valley. Start of the second quarter. The Douglas County West Falcons on top, 13-0. They have second down and 13 at their own 27 to start.
So all of you folks watching, as you can see across the field and across the street, you can see a building being built over there.
Yep.
That's actually going to be the new Valley Fire Department.
Yep. They've been working on that for a while here. It'd be nice to have a little bigger space to store all that.
Yes, it will.
Here's
Bolin takes it.
A quarterback keeper by Bolin, and he's across the 35 to the 37-yard line.
Good fake.
He picks up 10, and it's third down and maybe 4. Yeah,
I'd say
that's
third
what
and 4.
I'd say.
That's a good. You'd like to have that 3rd and 4. That's not bad from where you're at.
Yep. And again, the key here with the sun going down, the sun no longer a factor here, and that could help the accuracy out. And once more, continuing the single back look. That's Heinrichs behind him.
No, that's Thiessen.
Okay, they went with Thiessen this time, and he gets it.
Oh,
and he didn't
we
go
did
anywhere.
not get any blocking up there.
Lost 2, 4th down and 6 coming out.
Adam Howard just came in like a missile from the linebacker position and dropped Thiessen for a loss. Looks like one yard, so now it's 4th and 5. Okay.
Yep.
So it looks like the Falcons are going to be punting, and Nolan Asher also does the punting for them as well.
Okay. Well, this will be the first time we see him on the punt side. He's had a terrific game on the special teams on the kickoff defense side. So Harker is back at his 27-yard line, and the Falcons will let this clock roll a little bit. Here's the snap. Good boot. Decent kick. Got plenty of distance. It's fielded at the 24 by Harker. He's to the near side, 25, 28-yard line. 4-yard return, a great kick, and the Pioneers will have it at their own 28-yard line, it looks like.
Yep, tackle made by number 47, Caden Vermas, who's also the long snapper.
This is a Douglas County West squad that has a very sizable roster, Matt, but it looks like they have, much like you see in the smaller schools, multi-talented players on each side.
Yes.
Not that you see the same all the time, but we've seen a couple of those here.
This actually is the biggest roster they've had in Mike Troy's tenure.
Oh, cool. 1st and 10 Pioneers at their own 28. This goes once more to Earl, and he
got
did
nowhere.
not get anywhere. He was trying to go to the far side to find some space, but Will Bergstrom was waiting right there for him.
Yeah, you had Bergstrom who made the initial stop, and about 5 other Falcons come in there and just tackle him down. Here's the thing about Earl. Earl's a big guy, big legs. You're not going to take him down by yourself majority of the time.
That's right.
And so just getting him to stop moving his legs for other guys to come in and help take him down, that's your job as a cornerback or a safety right now.
And it looks like that defense did a pretty good job with the film study, because they have not hesitated to send 4 or 5 men on them.
No, they've got the idea
Yep.
of a swarming D.
9:30 left first half,
Fumble.
and there was a fumble there at the start of the play.
Ferguson
boy.
got out.
Ferguson got free, and he is to the 42-yard line. A pickup of 14.
So giving him to the 40.
Okay, so he stepped out of bounds there. Still pick up a 12, good for a first down.
That was a good job by Ferguson, dropping the snap. Instead of just giving up, he turned around, and then ran onto the other side, which was kind of smart because everybody was going to the left side of the field thinking that's where the player's going to go.
Mm-hmm. 1st and 10 at the 40. Pioneers letting the play clock roll down here a little bit. 9 minutes left. They trail by 13. And again, it'll be the single back look. And again, it's Earl, who's been a busy man tonight. Player in motion is Martinez. Here's the snap. They're looking to the far side, and it's incomplete, intended for Harker. 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, it looked like that ball got out of Ferguson's hand a little bit.
Yeah, it definitely looked like he did not have a good release on that. Still, again, plenty of room to work with, and you're at a good spot in the field here. And looks like they will send Colton Cook in for this next play here. And it looks like they've maybe been trying to rotate between Cook and Martinez, and then obviously keeping Earl out there at the running back.
Yeah.
So kind of a 3-man system tonight. Single back look with another player in motion. Here's the handoff. This
Counter.
one does go to Earl. He comes to the
nice
near side
tackle.
and is brought down at the 35-yard line by Houston Ferens.
Houston Ferens, transfer in from Elkhorn Mount Michael last year. He is a really good football player, and he can fly.
He showed it there. Wasted no time, and it is now 3rd and 15 from the 35. A loss of
5.
at least 5 yards.
Yeah, it looks like a loss of 5.
Yeah.
So
This puts Nebraska City behind the sticks once more.
they're going with a short I formation here.
All right.
A tight end and 2 receivers.
Expect the handoff here, maybe. We'll see. Yep. Indeed.
Oh,
and
wow.
that was beautiful. The handoff went to Adam Howard, and he just broke right between the smallest of gaps. And he is to the 47, a pickup, a 12, and it's 4th down and 3.
Yeah, that was a great run. Good call by the coaches. That was just a simple fullback dive, and everybody was expecting Earl to get the ball, and nope, didn't happen.
Well, it's decision time, and it looks like the Pioneers are going to go for it once more here. 7:15 left, 2nd quarter. Pioneers do have 2 of their 3 timeouts, and they are going for it. Another single back look to the near side. No, that's actually to the far side, and
Delay
too
of
much
game.
time came off the clock. And that's the last thing you want to do there. And it's now going to be 4th and 8. And a key decision coming up here is now you're back at about the 42-yard line. And the issue here, Matt, you could be looking at really good field positioning for DC West in the event they don't. And obviously probably the wise decision here.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, you're going to have to go. You're going to have to punt it with 4th and 8. 4th and 4, that might be something you can look at. But, yeah, that's not – that hurts. That's shooting yourself in the foot.
Indeed. All right.
Trey Olson's going to be doing the receiving.
I noticed it was new. There was somebody new out there. And, looks like
he got a piece of it.
He got a piece of it. Now, here's a key here, Matt. So the ball was definitely deflected, but Ferguson definitely looks shaken up on this play. You don't know if maybe he's going off to the sideline zone player, if he's trying to draw the roughing the kicker penalty again or not.
Yeah,
but.
And he did get ran in. I mean, he got ran into pretty well, but that all gets null and void once the ball's tipped.
That's true.
So once the ball was tipped, and that's why the referee didn't throw the flag. I think he immediately went to the old ball tip gesture that you see on the NFL in college, and once that happens, then it's basically a free game at that point.
Yep. All right, 1st and 10 for the Falcons at their own 48. And here is the handoff. Yep, it's Thiessen again. He picks up 9. What a game so far running-wise, and especially Thiessen here these last couple of drives here, Matt. And the Falcons in business as they're back in Pioneer territory again.
Yes. Now it looks like they just brought in Brett Hendricks back in, and they brought in Ian Gleason, and so it looks like they're going to do. I have a feeling they're going to do a power run here.
Okay.
With only a yard and a half, 2 yards.
2nd down and 2 from the 44. Need to get to the 42 for a 1st down. Here's the snap. Handoff to Heinrichs. He powers ahead to the 40 and the 39 for a 1st down and pick up a 5.
Yep. Another nice run. Great blocking again on that right side of the offensive line as well. Had a big gap to run through.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line following this, and looks like they're going to send Smith and Hillier. Nope, Hillier came back in here. Looks like they're content with the same personnel here on this one.
Yeah, I think number 8 Smith is a little shooken up. So.
Okay. Play in motion. Here's Heinrichs
nice
again.
Nice tackle by Earl.
Maybe picked up 1. That's about it. Yep, they'll give him 1. Yep. 2nd down and 9.
That was a great job by Earl coming downhill to make that tackle. Got lower than Hendricks and made that tackle to stop him for only 1 yard gain.
Yeah. Yeah, Earl, no doubt. We said it a few minutes ago. He is the reason the Pioneers are in this game right now. He's had several key runs to extend drives, keep drives going, and not to mention on the defensive front as well. And as we said, the multi-talent has shown for both teams so far tonight.
Yes.
Here a gun look. And,
false start or delay of game.
It is a false start, and you could hear the audience reacting. They knew that somebody had jumped ahead here, and we haven't had a lot of them, Matt, but we've had some key penalties at key times and drives that have backed both teams up, and now the Falcons playing from behind at 2nd down and 15.
Yeah, that was one of the problems that Falcons had last week against Ashland. They get some big gains, and then they ended up, after getting those big gains, heading backwards instead of continuing forward. So let's see if they can get rid of that today and see what they do here.
Single back look again, and the handoff goes to Heinrichs. Powers ahead 40. He might go, but he's tripped out the last second. And he is right at the 30-yard line. See where they give that, and they
carry was good.
Right,
Did
about a
not.
half a yard.
Not by much.
Yeah, so he gained basically 14 and a half yards on that carry.
Down and 1 at the 30.
Third and short at the 30-yard line. Falcons content to roll this clock here. It's inside of 4 minutes here in the first half. They lead 13-0, perhaps looking to go ahead with the 3-possession lead into the break. Ooh, pitch on that play. They had the player in motion, and that was a beautiful job by Farns again.
Yeah.
Down about the 20-yard line.
That's that speed I was talking about with him, man. He got around that corner, and he was gone.
Yeah.
So that got him about 11 yards on that.
Down to about the 20, and that's enough for a Falcon.
So they're inside the red zone again. Not far to go. They're at the 20. And they'll just keep going with this single back look here. Heinrich's behind. There's the snap. Give it to him
Nice
again.
seal.
He comes to the near side. Powers ahead to the 15, and that is where he is stopped to pick up a 5.
Well, it looks like they're going to give him to the 16.
Okay.
Adam Howard.
So 4 yards.
Yeah. Looked like he tried, and we got an injured
Player.
Pioneer down at the end of this play, and we noticed that the Pioneers continue that trend that the Falcons did there. They sent 3 or 4 different men on them, and perhaps maybe somebody at the bottom of the pile here.
Yeah, I'm trying to see the number on it. I know, I think it's 8, but I don't know if that's the lone 8 number.
I'm not sure.
Or is it 58? Because those are only 8 numbers they got.
Yeah.
So I think it's 8. Oh, no, maybe I'm wrong. 16.
16, and that is Austin Smallfoot.
Oh, nope, it's 8. I'm sorry, it's 18.
18?
Yep,
Okay.
Jaden Adams.
Jaden Adams, the senior linebacker, who most certainly appeared as though he was towards the bottom of that pile. And he is back to the sidelines looking fine.
Yeah, you got to watch that bottom of that pile. That's
Yeah.
where injuries can happen.
Yep.
We lost our last year. We lost our starting safety at the very last game of the season
Ooh,
to a broken collarbone after he made a tackle, and about 4 other Falcons jumped in on
Yep.
that tackle.
Yep.
They all landed on him.
that's the risk you take. 2nd down and 6 from the 16, following a pickup of 4 by Heinrichs. And this is,
Ferens
yep,
again.
that's Ferens.
And it looks
he's
like he got
it.
6 yards
Yeah.
on there. 7 yards
Got it, and it's going to be 1st and goal
from the
around
9.
about the 9-yard line here.
No, yeah.
Yep.
About the 9. All right.
Down to about the 9-yard line.
Another good play. Jet sweep right there. Just a little pitch pass to Ferens and let his speed do the rest. The guy can motor. They say he runs a 4.5,
Oh, yeah.
4.6 40. He can move.
Yep. Well, switching things up on this drive, giving Heinrichs a little bit of a break. And now they send Ferns out here toward the near side. And they give it to Heinrichs on this one, powering forward, down close. He's
Looks
down
like
to the 3.
Yeah.
Down to about the 3-yard line. Again, Aldana in there to make that tackle.
Well, Aldana's been one of the key defensive players, Matt, for Nebraska City tonight, and he was one of those, again, those last-second stops that kept Heinrichs from scoring that time.
Yes. He did a good job of holding his ground.
90 seconds left first half. Heinrichs powers ahead to the
1, it looks like.
right at the pylon, and he is
Oh, they're saying touchdown.
Oh, and now he's in.
They're saying
Delayed call,
touchdown.
but it's the white hat that signals him in, and the Falcons up 19.
Hendricks with his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
Well, Wilmot in there to try the point after.
Wilmot from the other goal end zone this time. He is 1 for 2 on the PAT today. Snap is back,
That's
and
another
he is
good
now
kick.
2 and for 3. 79 seconds left, second quarter, and the Falcons up 20-0. And Matt, that key score right before half that is making this a completely different ball game.
And that's huge,
both
too.
ways.
That's huge because Falcons receive in the second half.
That's right.
And so with them receiving in the second half, they could add another 7 points on real quick and actually kind of, if they come out in the second half and just drive the field, take a lot of time off of the clock and score, that's just going to deflate the Nebraska City offense and defense.
Certainly. And that breeze we talked about earlier, I'm just looking out towards the south here. There's a couple flags in the distance, and they were blowing a good ways earlier. It was 13 miles an hour start of the game, and it looks like that's kind of dying down a bit here. And you've noticed that Wilmot's kicks have gotten much more centered as time's rolled on.
Yeah. Yeah, that wind is definitely dead now.
Yeah.
We'll see how Wilmot does here on this kickoff.
So once more, Harker is back. He is standing right in front of the 5-yard line here, anticipating that this one's going to come deep. Here it is, and it goes to the 12, fielded by Harker, 15-20.
Ooh.
And he is down at about the 28-yard line. It's about a 16-yard return there.
Looks like we had number 2, Hudson Harlow, and number 88, Jack Landauer, on that tackle.
73 seconds left for the Pioneers as their offense comes out, and they've had a couple of decent returns tonight, but this is about the furthest upfield that they've started. But again, still a long ways to go. They're 71 yards, and remember what Matt said, the Falcons do receive to start the second half. So this is a key drive of this game for the Pioneers. Plenty of time for Ferguson. He's going down the field. Got a man. Ooh, just out of the reach of Harker. Second down and 10.
Yeah, I saw. I liked how the coaches had Ferguson roll out to his right to get away from that front three that's been pestering him all day long.
Yep.
To get him a chance to actually open up and throw the ball. That one it also looked like it kind of came out of his hand a little cattywampus. It didn't look like it was a good like grip on it or something. It kind of rolled out. I don't know if he's had issues because of, he's taken some shots as a kicker today, as a punter. So I don't know if that's done anything to him.
Yeah. Here's the second down play inside of a minute to go. He's going deep again. And
just
he was
missed
looking for Earl, and a great job of coverage, Matt, by Kellen Boland to break that one up.
Yeah, I think actually that was number 11 also. I think that was Ferens who made that pass deflection.
Okay.
So he was on him. So, and yeah, I thought for sure Earl was going to come down with that, but Ferens did a good job of knocking the ball out.
Now the clock will stop with 56 seconds left and a key third down here, because the one thing is the Falcons can get the ball back, get a chance to decide what they want to do with the rest of this time, and then not to mention if they do elect to take the half, they still get the ball anyways. So key play to try to extend this drive, and that did not go much of anywhere. And now a timeout is taken by Nebraska City.
Yeah,
with 48 seconds to go.
Yeah, that was probably a smart play by Nebraska City to run that ball, try to kill some time. But you know what? The Falcons have 3 timeouts. You can't take them with you, so why not use them?
Yep.
Try to get that ball back. That run was by Kyrie Livingston-Haynes, number 21 out of Nebraska City, sophomore. And that was a really good, strong play by number 45, Karsten Alexander, who basically had a offensive line on him and just reached out with his arm and just bear hugged him, and could then let the other players come in and make the tackle.
Indeed. The key now is that with the clock placed where it is, if the Falcons could get any return, the key is you're up 20 already. If you could burn 8 seconds, you could take one knee and take this 20-0 lead to half.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you right now, I know I've known Mike Troy for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I know what he's thinking right here. He's got Ferentz who's going to return it.
Yep.
What he's going to thinking about is he's going to try to get a minimum of in field goal range.
Okay.
Because Colton Wilmot has proven that he can hit a 40 to 45-yarder. So I think that's what he's going to try to work on.
All right. Target line would be roughly around the 32 or 33. Here's the punt. And it is caught. Ferentz fumbled it. The ball goes back to the 41 or so on the far side. Clock stops with 40 seconds to go. Out comes the Falcon offense.
Looks like the 42 is where they're going to set it.
Okay, 42.
28-yard punt will end at Ferguson. Falcons will take over 1st and 10.
So roughly about 26 or so yards to get in field goal range, as Matt put up. That's the goal here for the Falcons. They're lining up to run a play here. It is another single back look. Here's the snap. They're going down the field on the near side. A man, there's Ferentz.
Oh, he made the catch.
He makes the catch.
Wow, nice
at the
catch.
14-yard line with 31 to go.
They got him at the 15.
A huge play.
Nice pass and catch by Bolin to Ferentz.
Play goes for 42 yards to the 15-yard line. Clock rolling, 30 seconds to go.
Oh, they're looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the touchdown now. Here it is.
They got it.
He's got it. Touchdown Falcons. Will Bergston from 15 out.
Wow. Who needs 40 seconds?
That's right.
That took 16.
That's right. 16-second drive.
24 seconds left in the half. The Falcons 26, the Pioneers 0.
That may have that could have deflated Nebraska City's right there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's huge.
Wilmot for one more.
Oh, bad snap.
Low snap.
Got it. Nice job.
Wow. That is not an easy kick, and he made that look routine.
Yes, he did. That was a great, good job by Bolin by picking that up and getting it up for his kicker.
24 seconds to go, and as Matt pointed out, a 16-second drive that took all of 2 plays. And as soon as that first catch was made, the key there by the Falcons, yes, the clock stops to reset, but the key there by the Falcons, they immediately knew they were looking for 6 there.
Yes. As soon as they got that big play, they weren't even thinking about stopping the clock. Mm-hmm. They were going for the end zone right away.
And it pays dividends. They're now up 27. And just a matter of a few minutes ago, this game was within 2 possessions, and now it's clear up to 4 possessions. And as Matt pointed out, there's a long way to go for Nebraska City tonight.
Well,
and that's a back blower going into the break.
Right, and that's another thing, though. Now, when you gave up a touchdown with 16 seconds, when you only had 40 seconds left in the half, now all of a sudden you're getting the ball back. But is it something that you're going to be able to get the score off of?
That's
if you
right.
do, great, but then you're going to come back out and you have to kick it back to the Falcons.
Right.
It's a short one.
Yep, fielded at the 5, up the field 10, 15, 20, 25, back to the 29-yard line.
And guess who made that tackle once again on special teams? Number 80, Kate Thiessen.
Oh, he has played a tremendous game tonight. Clock stops, 19 seconds left, and the Pioneers have it their 29 again. Same place they had it last time, and they were able to get it to a decent spot in the field. And as the Falcons proved, they weren't afraid to take the big shot down the field, and 2 big shots down the field have paid huge.
Let's see what Nebraska City does here. Probably just going to run the clock out. Yeah.
They're running it ahead for 4, and
they're just
they
gonna let
are
it run out.
content.
Martinez straight ahead on the carry.
1 half in the books here tonight in Valley. The Falcons on top of the Pioneers, 27-0. You've been watching Falcon football on Saunders County Online. The second half comes your way next. Again, it's Douglas County West 27 and Nebraska City 0. And we welcome you back inside Falcon Stadium in Valley on the Saunders County Online halftime report. Let's check scores from elsewhere in BSDN land tonight. Top 10 showdown in Wahoo tonight. The Warriors leading Ashland Greenwood 7-6. Late stages of the second quarter in Utan, Bishop Newman leading the Chieftains 27-0. Elsewhere across the state tonight, Holdridge leads Alliance 41-15 in the start of the third quarter. Late stages second quarter, Dundee County Stratton leads Bridgeport 14-8. Late stages second quarter in Gordon, O'Neill leads the Mustangs 28-7. Halftime in Columbus, Lakeview on top of Adams Central 31-3. Just underway out west, South Platte and Paxton have no score. At halftime, Humphrey Archangels leads Randolph 54-0. Also at the half, no score between Silver Lake and Ansley Litchfield. Late stages of the second quarter in Axtell, Lomas and the Wildcats tied at 14. Late stages second quarter, David City leads Meade 22-0. Also late in the second quarter, Lincoln Southeast on top of Lincoln Southwest 13-0. At the half, Omaha Central leads Omaha South 35-0. At the break, Pierce leading Logan View 3-0. Late stages second quarter, Nebraska City Lords and Elmwood Murdoch tied at 22. Also in the second quarter, Elkhorn North on top of York 27-0. North Central on top of Neely Oakdale 14-0, end of the first quarter. Late stages second quarter, Perkins County leads Southern Valley 22-0. At the break in Lexington, the Minutemen are tied with Springfield Platteview 14 apiece. Also at the half down south in South O tonight, Lincoln Northeast leads Bryan 21-0. Also at the break, Howells Dodge taking on Highway 91 rival Clarkson lead. The Jaguars lead 24-0. St. Paul and Raymond Central tied at 7 at the half, and Lincoln East with a 21-7 halftime lead over North Platte. Gothenburg has a 12-0 lead over Chase County end of the first quarter. At the half in David City, Battle Creek leads Aquinas 14-7. The Seward Blue Jays looking for an upset bid over Waverly. They lead 21-7. At the half, Ravenna on top of Elm Creek 48-13. Also at the break, Sandy Creek with a 22-0 lead over Shelby Rising City. Elkhorn South and Bellevue West tied at 7. Also at the halftime break. Late stages second quarter, Omaha North leads Papillion La Vista South 19-0. Kearney on top of Grand Island, late stages second quarter, 21-0. Gretna with a 28-7 lead over Norris, late stage second quarter. South Sioux City with a 36-6 lead over Sioux City West at the half. Earlier today, finals across the state, Sioux County beats Layton 46-31. South Loop with a 34-15 win over Highline. Sumner Eddyville Miller with the 36-33 win over Stewart. Humphrey Lindsay Holy Family with a 24-22 win over Niobrara Verdigris. And still to start, Wakefield and Hartington Newcastle, Lawrence Nelson and Blue Hill, Santee and Parkview Christian, St. Patrick's and Sutherland, Garden County and Cody Kilgore, Exeter Milligan Friend and Johnsonbrook, and Brunig Davenport Shickley, and Falls City Sacred Heart. And that's a look at your halftime scores. I'm Mike Klein. The second half at Valley comes your way next. You've been listening to the Saunders County Online halftime report here on Saunders County Online.
Yeah, they're losing 21-13 at Pius. Ooh, Fort Calhoun's up on Roncalli, 21-0.
Oh boy,
Yeah, that's a big upset.
21-0. That's a huge upset.
Let's see, Bishop Newman, Arlington's up 22-0 on Conestoga. Not a big thing. Yeah, that's.
All right.
Those are the big games right now.
Yeah.
That's why Boomer's up 29-0. Came a Herman. 29-0. Wow.
I'm shocked it's only that much.
Yeah.
And we welcome you back to Falcon Stadium here in Valley. As we come back, thank you, Matt Richmond. Couple of key upsets going on. There were two more that I did not have on mine. Pius with a 21-13 lead over Blair right now. That'd be quite the upset for the Thunderbolts. And the big one of the night, Fort Calhoun with the shutout and upset bid over Roncalli. They did it in baseball. They're looking to do it here in football. 21-0 at the break there in Fort Calhoun tonight.